Good morning and welcome to the community of learned men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, the 167th commencement exercises of Westfield State College are now in session. Please remain standing and join the Westfield State College Wind Symphony and Diana Farrell of the class of 2006 in the singing of our national anthem.
Stripes Rasool, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Please be seated. For your information, there is a signer to my left and wheelchair sitting on my right. Bringing us greetings this morning is the President of Westfield State College, Dr. Vicki L. Carwine.
Thank you, and welcome to the 167th graduation ceremony of Westfield State College. First, it is my honor to introduce to you the trustees, the governing body of Westfield State College. These are 11 men and women appointed by the governor to serve as trustees. And I would ask that you would hold your applause until they are all introduced. Pablo Nayardi, Chair from Westfield. Gina Golash, Vice Chair from Chicopee. Thomas Foley, Secretary from Worcester. Stephen Sawyer, Student Trustee and Class of 2006 from Westford, Massachusetts. Patty Andrus from Westfield. Nilza Delgado from Southbridge. Jack Flynn from Franklin. Carol Katz from South Deerfield. Robert McGovern from Agawam, and Betsy Scheibel from South Hadley. Ladies and gentlemen, the trustees of Westfield State College. I would like to also introduce the four vice presidents of the college. Dr. Arthur Jackson, Vice President, Student Affairs. Mr. Barry Maloney, Vice President, Advancement and College Relations. Dr. Joan Rasool, Senior Vice President, Academic Affairs. And Mr. Nick Witowitz, Vice President, Administration and Finance. The other members of the platform party you will meet as the ceremony progresses. I speak today about the quality of a true education and the integrity of those who pursue it. Graduates, faculty, staff, family and friends, distinguished guests, I am pleased and honored to welcome you to the 2006 commencement of Westfield State College, our 167th graduation ceremony. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." That is our mission of Westfield State College. Today, we graduate 1,061 such students. Students who are advanced academically and sound in their principles, recipients of a true education. Each one of you has the capacity and the capability to make an impact in the workplace, to inspire others in the community, and to help solidify society through your involvement and your hard work. I am especially proud of the extraordinary commitment of the class of 2006 to volunteer and charitable activities. Members of this senior class participated in events such as the annual Rays of Hope Breast Cancer Walk, the Walk for Hunger, and Relay for Life. They were involved with Westfield community organizations, the Cancer House of Hope, the Amelia Park Children's Museum, Westfield Head Start, and Greater Westfield Boys and Girls Club. They volunteered for Habitat of Humanity and the Special Olympics. They raised hundreds of dollars for the Hurricane Katrina Relief Fund. This spring, not only did the class of 2006 raise over $5,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation to send a chronically ill child to Disney World, but also they went to the airport to see her off with her family in person. That is the kind of involvement Westfield State College encourages and salutes. Yet, in the midst of accolades and celebration, I am reminded of those who are not here to share this day with us. We honor the memory of Paul Raymond, Assistant Visiting Professor of Education, who died this academic year. In addition, we lost 4 Westfield State College students during this academic year: John Bray, James Franco, Jessica Hayes, and John V. O'Connell, a member of this class who would have graduated next year and whom we will acknowledge later in the program. Please join me in honoring the memory of these former members of our community with just a moment of silence. Thank you. It is truly my privilege and my honor to welcome our graduates and to offer best wishes to all of you. In particular, 2 seniors demonstrated truly exemplary leadership among many inspired and inspiring student representatives. They are problem solvers, communicators, thinkers, and businessmen par excellence. Let me talk just a moment about Matt Curran, president of the Student Government Association for 2 years, not the usual one, who has been a highly respected spokesperson for our student body. Stephen Sawyer, our student trustee this year, contributed valuable perspectives to the board's deliberation. Thank you, Matt and Steve, and please stay, did you stand? Great. Thank you for representing our students so responsibly and ably. Both of these young men are moving on to new challenges. Steve has already accepted a professional position with Aetna Insurance in Hartford, Connecticut, and Matt is entering Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine this fall with the goal of becoming a physician in family medicine or pediatrics. Others in this class are serving our country in the military. Among them is Ryan Togneri, a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps Reserve. Ryan is not here today because he is serving in Iraq. In April, he was hospitalized in Fallujah after a roadside bomb exploded while he was returning from a mission. When Ryan called his father in Turner Falls, he said, "Dad, I had a little setback." That's the kind of spirit that made Ryan a starting linebacker and captain on Westfield State's football team. Ryan is still in Fallujah and is still recovering following rehabilitation. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Ryan and his family, and we look forward to welcoming him back next year so he can complete his degree. I wish I could share all 1,061 of our graduates' stories. However, this tent is due back on Monday. Nonetheless, I would like to take a few minutes to share a few examples, for as Professor Julian Florin says, they are wonderful, inspirational, and life-affirming. This is why we are here. So it is my pleasure to recognize the accomplishments of representative students of the class of 2006. And graduates, when I say your name, please stand and remain standing. They're seated throughout the audience. And I would ask the audience to please hold your applause until all of these individuals have been acknowledged. Many members of the class of 2006 are headed for graduate school, including Rebecca Oliver to Miami of Ohio for political science. Many of you know Rebecca better as Nestor the Owl, the Westfield State College mascot. Jessica Kading is heading to Springfield College for psychology. Stephanie DaCosta is heading to Columbia University for education, and Bevan Goodness to the University of Connecticut for communications. Last semester, Adam Prunty was homeless. His family had made the difficult decision to move his father, who is gravely ill, to assisted living and sell the house they had lived in for 29 years. Adam was literally living out of his car. At the same time, caring for his father, working 2 jobs, and studying with a dual major in criminal justice and psychology. He says he didn't get good grades in high school. At Westfield State, however, Adam overcame the belief that he was unable to achieve academically, and now, despite these hardships, he is graduating with a GPA of 3.7 out of 4. and plans to begin a graduate degree this fall. Zodi Fontanez says she thought she would never get this far with her education. She is the second generation of Puerto Rican Americans in her family. Zodi graduated from Springfield Technical College in 2000, then took time off to raise her son. 3 years later, Zodi began pursuing a 4-year degree here at Westfield State while also working at the Sheraton Hotel in Springfield. That experience in customer service influenced Zodi's choice of a business major, and today she is planning a career in pharmaceutical sales. Zodi is grateful for the support of her wonderful mother and her grandmother, for whom Zodi is named. All of her grandmother's 16 children and 40 grandchildren will be celebrating at Zodi's graduation party today. According to her proud professors in the mathematics department, Jennifer King blossomed at Westfield State College. When Jennifer sees a problem, she doesn't wait for someone else to solve it. She generates the answer. When she saw the need for a history of mathematics course, she developed one herself. When she saw how women mathematicians are seldom recognized, she invented a card game to teach kids about these women pioneers. Kids at the Westfield Boys and Girls Club play this game today. Finally, when she read the Broadway play entitled Proof in one of her classes, Jennifer felt that the ending left some issues unresolved. Did she close the book on it? Not at all. She wrote the sequel, Proof 2, and performed her work to acclaim at a prestigious regional mathematics conference. Another of our mathematics majors, Kristen Johnson, is also quietly challenging the prevailing stereotypes about women in that field. She just accepted a job as an operations research analyst at the Pentagon. After losing his mother to cancer, James Obanizes had to move from New York to Massachusetts to live with his aunt and uncle. Going from a walk-on the basketball team to become captain his senior year, James has shown perseverance throughout his career here at Westfield State. James will also be moving to Washington, D.C. this summer to participate in the Washington Center internship this summer in our nation's capital. Ethan Kane is at Westfield State College for a second bachelor's degree. His professors describe him as driven to excel. He hopes to go into the field of counseling and is getting experience in that area as a residence hall assistant, meeting the challenges of on-campus living as a 30-year-old. Dan Vail not only was a manager of the college's alumni phone program, but also was by far the best caller, single-handedly raising over $5,000 in pledges for Westfield State College. Between studies and his part-time jobs, Dan also devoted many hours to volunteering with Big Brothers and Westfield High School's Health Advisory Board. For the past 4 years, Dan also served as a military policeman with the U.S. Air National Guard, playing a role in the Hurricane Katrina Relief Task Force, security at the 2004 Democratic National Convention, and crowd control at the 2005 Boston Marathon. These experiences and an internship at the Massachusetts State Police Crime Laboratory have undoubtedly prepared Dan for a bright future in his field of criminal justice. Dan Gurton has dedicated himself to hands-on learning and began his field work as a sophomore. He designed his own study to determine the effects on the Westfield River of parking lot runoff. He received a research grant and presented the results at 2 undergraduate symposia. He is now doing research on an insect that destroys hemlock trees, applying his knowledge to Stanley Park right across the street from the college. Majoring in environmental science and regional planning with a minor in geographic information systems, Darren exemplifies the very real impact of Westfield State's service learning on our communities. A former intern at Dunn State Park in Gardner, Darren has now accepted a position as supervisor there. Naya Lakey Johnson and Kimberly Headley were named to the Hall of Black Achievement at Bridgewater State College this year. As a stellar dancer and choreographer, Naya performed professionally in a musical in New York City and with a dance company in Washington, D.C. These commitments certainly did not interfere with her participation in college life, nor with her academic achievements. Naya, a mass communications major, was selected for the McNair Scholar Program and also achieved the Dean's List every single semester of her college career. And while attending Bowie State in Maryland through Westfield State's National Exchange Program, she earned Bowie State's Achievement Award as well. This past fall, Kimberly completed an internship with the Hampden County Community Safety Center. On campus, she contributed hundreds of hours to ensure a successful college experience for her fellow students as a peer counselor, teaching assistant, tour guide, and co-coordinator of the college's annual West Indian Festival. In his freshman year, Tim Barrett was diagnosed with brain cancer. Every day for the first 6 weeks of an entire semester, Tim took classes in the morning and then drove to Boston for radiation treatments, putting 5,000 miles on his car in those 6 weeks. In the meantime, he maintained a GPA of 3.5. He also undertook an internship with the Massachusetts State Police Search and Rescue Unit. We are glad that Tim's cancer is in remission, and we wish him continuing good health as he sets his sights on a career with the Nantucket Airport Fire Department. After serving in the Marine Corps, Ray Miner entered the wire manufacturing industry, eventually starting his own business. While working and raising 3 sons, he took a few night courses here and there. When he retired, he decided to become a substitute teacher, and he loved it. He enrolled full-time at Westfield State to fulfill his dream of having his own classroom. 6 years later, Ray is graduating today as a qualified history social studies teacher at the age of 70. Through a movement science internship, Amy Eisenman works with cardiac rehabilitation patients in Springfield. One woman in her class wrote in glowing terms of the difference Amy made in her progress to recovery. Amy was a motivating factor, she said. She made me want to continue in this new lifestyle change. She had me feeling pretty sure of myself and wanting to do more. Amy is a born educator in her field and will succeed in any career path she chooses. Class of 2006, your teachers, your advisors, your mentors, and I have the utmost confidence that all of you will succeed in any path you choose. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2006. Thank you. Teachers make stories like these possible. There is a moment when learning becomes an organic process where students become truly inspired and take ownership of their education, realizing all that is offered, all that is possible. This past fall, 20 passionate new outstanding professionals joined our full-time faculty here at Westfield State, coming from across the United States and from 4 foreign countries, Canada, Poland, India, and Russia. The 184 full-time faculty and librarians of Westfield State College are a dynamic and distinguished community indeed. During this past academic year, their artworks were chosen for regional juried exhibitions and awards. They presented papers at international conferences from Washington, D.C. to Texas to Romania. They directed and stage-designed plays. They published textbooks on teaching and on writing. They brought in distinguished lecturers and authors to engage directly with you. They coordinated on our campus both a regional mathematics conference and a statewide graduate symposium. They accompanied students to present their own original scholarship at conferences across the United States. They organized public forums, one on free speech, another on public policy issues surrounding Hurricane Katrina. They coordinated a poetry slam for student writers from Westfield State and other colleges. They launched the Westfield Environmental Center and sponsored many programs through this exciting new enterprise, as well as establishing a Center of Community Planning and the WSC Write Initiative for writing across the curriculum. This is just a sampling of the projects, scholarship, and accomplishments that enhance our faculty's outstanding efforts in the classroom. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for being passionate about your work and awakening these possibilities as advisors, mentors, teachers, and confidants to a job well done. And to our staff, your hard work and your dedication to task strengthens our campus and just makes it better and better. You do it all and with a smile. Thank you to our staff as well. And to the families and friends of the graduates. When I think of the importance of friendships and the support of families, I am drawn to something that George Washington once said. Be courteous to all, but intimate with a few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. True friendship is a plant of slow growth and must undergo and withstand the shocks of adversity before it is entitled to the appellation. Graduates, would you please stand and thank those you cherish enough to call your family and your friends. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Class of 2006, I think you must start there. Lead by example, apply your education, adhere to the right decision over the easy one, take risks, make the tough choice, however unfavorable, and be proud of it. Allow yourself to be eloquent in your purpose and steadfast in your principles. And when you feel yourself drifting or becoming dormant, challenge yourself again, for life is too short and too beautiful not to live up to your potential. Be courageous, take chances, and be true to yourself. The future is not tomorrow. It is not distant. It is dawn today, and its hope lies in you. Congratulations and very best wishes.
Thank you very much, President Carwine. Representing the faculty is Professor Larry Griffith, Professor of Computer Science and Mathematics and Chair of the All-College Committee.
Honored degree recipients, parents, family and friends, President Carwine, members of the Board of Trustees, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the faculty of Westfield State College, I bring you greetings. In a little while, all of the graduating seniors and graduate students here today will receive a really neat wall decoration. Or maybe you think of it as a moment of glory in front of thousands of people, or a celebration that you're finally free of final exams. I'm sure our Alumni Association representative has seen a lot of new members. but that degree is more than a job ticket. Probably the biggest single benefit of your degree is that you don't have to be impressed by people with fancy credentials anymore. If you want to stop listening to me, you can. After all, you now have fancy credentials too. What counts is how you use them. I received my PhD 31 years ago this month. Over 90% of what I use today, both in my professional life here at the college and in my private life, I didn't know in 1975. Last week, I had the privilege of going out to Madison, Wisconsin to hear my youngest son defend his PhD thesis. Both of us had our degrees in mathematics, but I understood about 5% of what he was saying. What I understood best is that even I still have a lot to learn. This ceremony today is the commencement, the beginning of your life of learning, not the end. I hope Westfield State College has given you the preparation for that life. I'm giving this greeting for the third and hopefully the last time. Each time I was apprehensive because I knew I'd be speaking to many learned people with academic degrees. I don't mean the esteemed platform party. I don't even mean my fellow faculty members. I mean you, the graduates. Many of you will one day be at a podium like this. I hope that I have the privilege of hearing you show me the wisdom you have acquired. Perhaps you'll also show me how I should have given this greeting. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you very much, Professor Griffith. Bringing greetings from the Massachusetts Senate is our state senator, Michael R. Knappich.
John, thank you. Good morning, and what an honor and privilege it is for me to extend the greetings of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the Great and General Court, and the Massachusetts State Senate to all the graduates of the Westfield State College class of 2006. I'm also very pleased to be joined here on the podium by two of my colleagues in the Massachusetts House of Representatives, Representative Humison and Swan, because we need your help. This year, we're going to embark on perhaps one of the boldest and most visionary commitments to public higher education our state has seen for decades, and that's utilizing the taxpayers' dollars to fund colleges like Westfield State. We need your help. We need your help to continue to tell the story 100 miles away down on Beacon Hill in Boston, because you know better than us what this college means to you. You know better than us the impressive credentials and teaching of the faculty, staff, and instructors here at Westfield State College. We need you to tell that story across this great Commonwealth so that when things turn a little sour in our economy, that the priority of higher education remains in our Commonwealth. So we're delighted that 2006 will be a rosy and sunny year for funding for our higher education systems. But more than that, we're delighted that we're graduating so many individuals from this fine institution, this institution we love, because we know you love it too. So do tell that story of this great college. Congratulations, of course, to your families, to your parents, your brothers and sisters, that support network that created this day for all of you. This truly is a celebration. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Knappich. Bringing greetings on behalf of the Commonwealth is our state representative and class of 1989 alumnus of the college, Donald F. Humison, Jr.
Thank you, Joan. Dr. Carwine, faculty, staff, librarians, and administrators, distinguished members of the Platform Party, family, parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, friends, and especially to you, the members of the class of 2006, good morning. The sun is shining on Westfield State College today. And I will be brief because I know you want to go mow your lawns before the graduation party. Thank you for the privilege of joining with you this morning. As you heard, I am a proud graduate of this institution and so happy to come back and be among you today on this special commencement day. All across the Commonwealth and all across the country, ceremonies like this are taking place. But I think you'll agree with me that this one is special. Like you, Westfield State is my alma mater. 17 years ago, I sat where you sit. I would just like to give a special tip of my proverbial hat to the criminal justice majors out there, because that's what I was. Congratulations. We all recognize the importance of public higher education in our Commonwealth, and as Senator Knappich said, we're going to need your help telling that story. My colleagues and I in the legislature have worked hard this year to try to tell that story to our other colleagues who aren't as privileged as we are to represent institutions like Westfield State College in our districts. I'm pleased to report that the state budget is looking up for Westfield State College and for all of the higher education facilities, public higher education facilities in the Commonwealth. Just this year, we were able to increase the budget in the House by about 8%. It's not a lot, we could do better, and I know the Senate's going to try to do that when they take up their budget next week. There are 4 Westfield State College graduates who are serving in the House of Representatives with me, and that helps because they're telling the story too. But as I survey your class, I expect, I predict, and I fervently hope that there are other future legislators there today and advocates of public higher education that will continue from this day forward to tell the great story of Westfield State and all the public higher education facilities in Westfield. Congratulations, class of 2006. Enjoy this day. You have earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Humison. Bringing greetings on behalf of the City of Westfield is Mayor Richard K. Sullivan, Jr.
Thank you, Dr. Rasul. I know this is the highlight of the program that you've all thumbed through and couldn't wait till the mayor got up to speak. But I just want you to know that I was the one in charge of the weather today. And Dr. Carwine put me in charge of that because I'm the only Democrat of any of the elected officials who will speak today. And this is a very important part of the program because it marks the last politician that you have to hear from today. But I did want to bring one message, which is a very old message from the city of Westfield. Over 160 years ago, the citizens of Westfield collected amongst themselves the money necessary to bring Westfield State College to this community. And the reason they did that was they felt that if Westfield was going to be a progressive community, then it needed to have a school of higher education within its boundaries. And the reason it did so was not just to be able to claim a college here in Westfield, but it was to bring the talents and the vision of the faculty and everything that they would bring to the community in terms of their education and the cultural opportunities. But it would also bring the energy and excitement and talents of the student body. And you've heard Dr. Carwine go through the accomplishments of the faculty and the members of the class of 2006 and the charity works that they've done here, the professional works that they've done here, and the work that they've done working with our school children, our police departments, our planning boards, and bringing the new vision and a new excitement that they bring to this community. And they have done that for the 4 years or more that they've been here, and you truly have made Westfield a better community within which to live, work, play, and be educated. And if it was true 160 years ago, it is more true today, and I want to thank you for everything that you've brought to the city of Westfield. And I hope as you move on, if you're a resident, that this will be a proud moment and a proud place for you. And if you move on from Westfield, you will remember that it was a good community within which to get an education and look fondly back at these times. But today, on behalf of the entire city of Westfield, I congratulate you and wish you much success and happiness in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor Sullivan. And now, representing the class of 2006 is its president, Mike Lawler.
Thank you, Dr. Azul, for the kind introduction. President Carwine, Senator Michael Knappich, State Representative Donald Humison, Mayor Richard Sullivan, Dr. Griffith, Chair Nayari, and honorary members of the Board of Trustees, honored guest speaker Mr. Chris Waddell, Ms. Jean Jones-Beard, the Honorable Benjamin Swan Sr., administration, faculty, and staff of the college, friends and family of the graduates, and if you're still with me, my fellow members of the class of 2006, good morning and welcome. As we sit here this morning, we look back on the past 4 years and everything we have learned. We have each sat through at least 40 different classes, which have lasted 1,550 hours of our college career. The world of academia has enriched our knowledge and minds to places we never thought it would. Who would have thought we would come to understand the concepts of astronomy and the wicked wild words of William that we should have learned in our Shakespeare class? Oh, and for those of you who already don't know, that is an alliteration. Although we did spend countless hours in the classroom and in the library studying and writing paper upon paper, what we have learned out of the classroom are the life lessons we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. These lessons helped us shape us into the individuals we are today. After 17 or more years of school, each one of us has come to understand the concept of learning. Most individuals think that once the learning process is over, the education process is complete, but that is quite the opposite. The more we learn, the more we do, and the more we do, the more we learn. Therefore, always keep learning and always keep doing, because the more you learn, the more interesting your life will be. We have all learned to try new things. Most of us have taken bigger risks and tried such things as skydiving, studying abroad, accepting new cultures, trying new food, joining different clubs, and most importantly, meeting new people. What you all should know is that taking a risk is an experience that brings forth new and exciting challenges. I encourage you all to take risks in your future. You will be amazed at how much you learn from each new risk you take. The most important thing we have learned is the concept of a relationship. More importantly, the relationship with your friends, the friends that surround you today. For most of us, our friends are our family while at school. We have shared so many experiences with our friends, whether bad or good. Right now, you are sharing your last moment as a student at Westfield State College with your friends. That's right, I said your last. While some of us are crying and others smiling, in the end, we will all look back on our college career and realize that these people around us today, our friends, made this the best 4-year party of our lives. You shared many laughs, joined each other at numerous parties, and helped each other through the good and the bad. Your friends have left imprints on your heart, and those imprints you will carry with you for the rest of your life. These friends you have made while at Westfield State College, they'll be your best friends for the rest of your life. They'll be at your wedding. They will be there to congratulate you on your new job. But more importantly, they will be there when you least expect it and when you need it the most. I cannot vouch for everyone, but I know for a fact the friends I have made here have made my college experience much more enjoyable and memorable, and I thank them for that. As senior class president, I'm speaking on behalf of the graduates, and I can proudly say that we all have many people to thank and contribute to our great success here at Westfield State College. Our first thank you goes to our parents and family. I would like to thank my mom and dad for their love, guidance, and continued support. From the day I was born till today, you have given me the knowledge, guidance, and love that has shaped me into the person I am today. Mom and Dad, this day is just as much yours as it is mine. I love you. To my brother and sister, I cannot thank you enough for being my two best friends. You always stood behind me in whatever has come my way, no matter what. I have so much respect for the both of you, and I'm extremely proud to be your brother. To the rest of my family, I thank you for all your continued love and support. In the dictionary, a mentor is defined as a wise and trusted counselor or teacher. At Westfield State College, we have hundreds of them. From the faculty to the staff and administration, they have built relationships with students, and those relationships will never be forgotten. These individuals know who they are. On behalf of the class of 2006, we thank you with our deepest sincerity and gratitude. At Westfield State College, we are extremely honored and privileged to have a group of faculty that we know and consider the best. Your commitment to the students is witnessed every day. These individuals have enriched our minds with something extremely important, our education. Without all of your hard work and dedication to your field, we would not be sitting here today receiving our diplomas. In appreciation and recognition of all their hard work, Westfield State College students select professors for the Outstanding Professor Award. This is the highest honor given to our faculty by the student body for their influence and dedication, both in and out of the classroom. At this time, I would like to announce this year's recipients of the Outstanding Professor Award. If you could please stand when your name is called. Michael Files, Department of English. Julian Flaron, Department of Mathematics. Kathleen Italy, Department of Education. John Paulman, Department of Communications. And last but not least, Jack Speiler, Department of Psychology. Thank you. I would now like to take a minute to announce the class gift. Through the hard work of my senior class officers over the past 4 years and the senior pledges you have signed, we are fortunate enough to award an annual $500 scholarship as long as Westfield State College exists. As with any scholarship, it must have a name and credentials. I thought we should name it the Magnificent Michael Lawler Scholarship. Unfortunately, I was outvoted. Instead, we chose it to name the Class of 2006 Excellence in Leadership Scholarship. So many of you have been extremely involved in extracurricular activities and community service projects over the past 4 years. We deemed it necessary to give it such a name. We will award this scholarship to a Westfield State College student who exemplifies a strong sense of leadership in the campus community. One last thing I hope you've all learned about: fear. Fear. What more can I say? Remember your first day of college driving up Western Ave? For me, thousands of things ran through my head. What if no one likes me? What if I don't like my roommate? We all coped with it, and things got better. Today is your last day as a Westfield State College student, and if that doesn't bring fear to your head, I envy you. And I'm sure most of your classmates do. Today I stand before you, and I'm fearful of what lays ahead of me. After commencement, we are all adults, and will be expected to do things I don't even know how to do, like pay bills and find a job with benefits. In actuality, we have all dealt with fear and know that it's okay to be fearful, because in the end, all things work out for the good of the worst. Life is never going to be perfect, my friends. I hope you have dreams not realized. I pray that you get stuck in traffic once in a while. I pray for stubbed toes while in the pool, spilled coffee, canceled plans 5 minutes before they were supposed to happen, sunburns, stress. I hope you always forgive, but never forget. I hope you have headaches. I hope your dreams stay big and your worries stay small. I hope for coming home and finding out someone ate your leftover Chinese food that you've been thinking about all day. I hope you get lied to. I hope for interrupted sleep and jealousy. I hope for ordering a burger without onions and biting into a huge onion. And I hope for goodbyes. Life is full of goodbyes. And in our time, we will say goodbye to lovely places, cherished people, and moments. Although it is hard to scary, we need to learn to say a good goodbye. In other words, stay out of your own way. Let yourself feel bad if you want to feel bad, and feel joy if you want to feel joy. The goodbyes you make today are not goodbyes, they are see you laters. You may never be a CEO, you may never win an Oscar, you may never get that nice car you always dreamed of, but this is your story. My fellow graduates, you have one shot at this thing called life. Right now, your life is sitting at the palm of your hands, awaiting new adventures and new experiences. I don't have the faintest idea what's going to happen after graduation, and I think it's great. I've spent 4 years trying to figure out what I should be doing the moment this ceremony is over, and I still don't have an answer, and that's okay. In fact, it's perfect. If we knew life's outcome, what would be the point of going through it? It's a story, and it's yours. And whatever happens, just make sure you feel your life. In closing, I would like to quote a verse from the Rascal Flatts song called My Wish. It really sums up exactly what I'm trying to say to you, and I hope you take as much from it as I did. I hope that your days come easy and your moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. And if it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. My fellow graduates, good luck in life and wherever it may take you. Remember, you have one shot. Make it count. Thank you. We've had a lot of great times, enjoyable experiences, and learned a lot about life here at Westfield State College. This past October, we learned a great deal about tragedies. The life of a great person and an amazing friend was taken from us all. John O'Connell, known as Okie to many people, made a great impression here at Westfield. He was known for his great contributions, most notably with our intramural programs, and his amazing sense of humor across this campus. Today, we celebrate the life of a friend who was taken from us far too early. His kindness and generosity affected the faculty, staff, administration, and students, and it will never be forgotten. At this time, I would ask that we all take a moment of silence and remember the life of John Okie O'Connell. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Mary and Matthew O'Connell, John's parents, up onto the platform. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present you with this citation. John O'Connell will always be remembered and never forgotten at Westfield State College in all our hearts. Thank you, and God bless. You're very welcome.
Thank you, everybody. Just want to say thank you from the O'Connell family to everybody.
Thank you.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you our commencement speaker, Mr. Chris Waddell. Edmund Hillary, the first climber to reach the summit of Mount Everest, once said, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." Our speaker, Chris Waddell, understands well what the great explorer meant. In skiing for gold medals and championship titles, Mr. Waddell has conquered literally many mountains. But a mightier achievement was his struggle to resume his sport after a devastating accident. It involved the conquest of physical, personal, mental, and emotional challenges of Himalayan proportions. He once said, "Skiing took away the use of my legs. For me, coming back to skiing was an opportunity to prove to myself how good I could be." How good could he be? Well, Chris Waddell has won more Paralympic medals than any male skier in history and is a world champion in 2 sports. 2 years ago, he received the Unsung Hero of Compassion Award from the Dalai Lama, one of only 2 awards given per year. But he is also good in another sense. He provides opportunity for others, and he helps them develop their talents. Because Westfield State College shares that mission with him, we are thrilled he is here to share his perspectives with us this morning. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Chris Waddell.
Well, thank you so much. Now that I've already had a standing ovation, I should probably just leave. Make life much easier. Friends and family, members of the faculty and staff, trustees, distinguished guests, but most important, graduates. Thank you for letting me be part of such a great day for you. I have some bad news and I have some good news. The bad news is that you will continue to wake up with that sweaty pit in your stomach feeling that you have not prepared for an exam. And the good news is that you can now roll over and go back to sleep. In my time, I've attended a lot of graduations and I've listened to a lot of speeches, and I thought there must be a common theme. And so I searched for the common theme, and the one that I came up with was that I really don't remember any of the speeches that I ever heard. So I'll get the theme right out there in the beginning. Continue to learn. My college roommate often quoted Mark Twain saying, "Don't let your education get in the way of your learning." John Gardner said, "The ultimate goal of the educational system is to pass to the individual the burden of pursuing his education." I believe he meant his or her, but he said his education. And the Dalai Lama said, "Take into account that great achievements and great love involve great risk." On this spectacular morning, you're young. Your whole life is ahead of you. For many of you, this marks the end of your education, but don't let it be the end of your learning. For if you continue to learn, you'll never grow old. You'll maintain that sense of youth, the belief that the best is ahead of you. We only get old when we stop learning, when we stop growing, and we stop dreaming. But as the Dalai Lama said, great achievements and great love involve great risk. Learning isn't easy. It's often painful. And in that is our conflict. Our conflict is that we want to be secure. We want to know who we are. We want to be able to hold this in our hands. We want to know where the money for the mortgage is going to come. We want to know that we're successful. And we want to know that we know what we need to know. But yet we want to continue to learn. Security is static. Learning is fluid. And if we maintain the belief that we just need to be secure, it's going to, if anything goes wrong, it's going to undermine it. Because no matter who we are, we won't be able to insulate ourselves from the challenges that will arise. In our lives, something will happen that will cut us all to the core, that'll force us to question everything we've ever believed about ourselves. I have a friend who's been really successful in business, and recently he built the big house and has all the toys, has the ski boat and the jet skis and the motorcycles. And a couple of years ago he got married to a younger woman, this young, beautiful, intelligent woman. And the one problem was that his son, his oldest son from his first marriage, had a problem with drugs. But his son went through rehab. And his son was happy, and father and son reconnected. But one day the son died. And the son died of a lethal combination of drugs prescribed by his doctor. And even though there was an excuse for it, my friend had to go through the feeling of, I should have done something differently in my life. Maybe I shouldn't have worked so hard when the kids were young. Maybe I could have made the marriage work. For all of us, there are going to be questions, there are going to be challenges. Another friend of mine that I was talking to, she's in her mid-30s, and she's saying that 3 friends of hers, their postmenopausal mothers committed suicide. I couldn't imagine what would happen if the person on whom I'd always counted had decided that it was too much. There are going to be challenges in our lives. There are going to be challenges with death, disease, bankruptcy, divorce. Something will cut us to the core. And if we're constantly just in search of security, it'll undermine us. But if we go at it with the belief that we're going to continue to learn, if we continue to learn, there's always something to learn. There's always a way to continue to grow. Some challenges are more obvious than others. Mine happens to be a little bit more obvious. As a freshman ski racer, I made a turn and my ski popped off in the middle of the turn. I don't remember what happened after that. I broke 2 vertebrae, but I went from a Division I ski racer to being paralyzed in a hospital bed in an instant. I didn't have any Olympic aspirations at that point. I was good enough to know that I would never be great. But the funny thing is, after my accident, I became the best in the world. Helen Keller once said, "When one door closes, another opens. But often, we look so long at the closed door, we don't see the one which is open for us." For me, that openness was being open to the sense of learning, to the sense of learning how I learn. You've learned a lot in your 4 years here, but some of the most amazing stuff that we've learned happened well before we could actually remember it. And think about the idea of learning to master a language. Some of you have studied another language here. Learning a second language is so difficult. We're memorizing vocabulary. We're memorizing parts of grammar. I think learning I think I learned this as a middle schooler, but I studied French, and so I still remember the verbs that take être instead of avoir for the past tense. And I could do them for you, but I don't want to show off. But think about that. As kids, we somehow gravitate and we learn this language and we hear a little bit and we pick up a word and then we pick up another word. And before you know it, we have a vocabulary of thousands of words. Maybe tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of words. It's an amazing thing. Think back to learning to read. Could you imagine now trying to learn how to read? If somebody came up to you and said, well, this is a symbol, and there's a sound associated with this symbol. And actually, some of these symbols, there are a variety of sounds associated with them, depending on how they're formed. And if you put a bunch of them together, they form another group of symbols. And if you put a whole bunch together, it's one complete thought. I mean, the idea of we've all learned to read. And in learning to read, we can learn just about anything there is out there. But the one thing that amazed me most was watching my niece learn how to walk. She's 5 now and walks like she's always walked, and I was there the first day that she was born. The day that she was born, where she was just this swaddled little lump of baby. And eventually she learned to, I don't know if she'd be flattered if I told her that, but eventually she learned to roll over and then sit up. But the walking is what amazed me. And kids, it's totally unfair for toddlers to have to learn how to walk. Because what's the biggest thing on their body? It's their head. It's just like gigantic head, right? And these protruding bellies and padded little butts and these tiny little feet to keep the whole thing upright. Have you seen this? I mean, literally I remember watching my niece and her feet were flexing the whole time because her head was a little too far forward and then it was a little too far back, and trying to balance this whole thing. But eventually she learned to take a step, and she took one step and fell down, and then she took a couple of steps. And that's how we learn to learn. When I had my accident, I had the opportunity to go back and learn the way that we did before we knew anything. JFK once said, when written in Chinese, the word crisis is composed of two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity. For me, it would have been really easy to focus on the danger of learning to ski again. After all, this is the very thing that took away my ability to ski, my ability to walk. But the opportunity was that I had a lot to prove to myself. Probably something that you in the class of 2006 are feeling at this point of, I want to stake my claim, I want to be somebody, I want to prove to myself that I can be successful if I truly want to, if I truly put my mind to it. And that's why I came back to skiing. It was the opportunity to do that. The first day I went out with my college ski coach. I had never seen a monoski before. He had never seen a monoski. It arrived at the ski room, he put it together, we went to the mountain, I got strapped in, and he said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't know, I mean, we go to the top, right? And he didn't think to contradict me at that point, and so we went to the top, and I was on the chairlift and everything felt right. I was on the mountain, I was surrounded by snow, I was on the chairlift, everything was right, and then I got off, and it's a ramp like this, and got off on the ramp and fell down. And he picked me up. And I thought, okay, this is it. I know how to ski. This is just kind of look down the hill and just sort of lean a little bit, move your shoulders, and the ski will turn. And I did everything that I thought I was supposed to do, and the ski kept going, and I fell down, and he picked me up. And I fell, this is a common theme here, I fell down all day long. All day long, just fell down, he picked me up, fell down, picked me up. Eventually, he took his skis off, gave them to the assistant coach, and grabbed onto the back of my seat with just his boots. So he could keep me upright, and he could slow me down as well. So we went to the top once, we went to the bottom once. That was my first day. My mind knew what I was supposed to do. My body had absolutely no idea. And I had to wonder. It's what I had done my whole life. I didn't remember learning how to ski. And I had wondered if the accident had taken my ability to ski. But eventually, like my niece, I made one turn, and then I linked a couple of turns, and I could go from the top to the bottom without falling. In a short period of time, I had mastered something. Becoming an expert took a long time, but I'd become competent. And what I saw in my ability was in my vision. When I was first going down the hill, I was focused 10 inches in front of my ski tips because anything out there had the ability to knock me over. And so I was thinking down every single inch of the mountain. Eventually, I looked 10 feet down the hill and then 100 feet down the hill. And when I looked 100 feet down the hill, the whole mountain opened up. Where once the mountain dictated where I was going, where once the mountain pushed me all over, then suddenly I was in charge. And it took a lot of falling to get to that point. It took a lot of learning, and learning often is painful. But I was able to do it. And that for me was the biggest lesson that I took, was the ability to learn to learn. Gandhi once said, learn like you'll live forever, but live like you'll die tomorrow. And I think that's important. And I want to finish with an idea from the Dalai Lama. I read a book on the Dalai Lama before I received this award, and I was reading about it, and this author traveled around with him the whole time. And the author at one point asked him about enlightenment. And I thought, well, this is great. You know, I want to know about enlightenment, and who better to learn from than the Dalai Lama? I mean, he's the guy who knows what's going on. And so I'm reading, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to know it. And the Dalai Lama said, enlightenment is the top of the mountain. And I'm on the mountain, and I can see the top of the mountain. And I know that I'll get there, but I'm not there yet. And that to me was really surprising because I figured if anybody was there, he was there. But enlightenment, like knowledge, like this pursuit of learning, is the top of the mountain. And we're never quite done. So congratulations on a great first step, and good luck with the second one. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those very eloquent and provocative words. It is now my pleasure to introduce the distinguished individuals upon whom Westfield State College proposes to bestow honorary degrees today. They both, in different ways, personify the saying, think globally, act locally. Would the Honorable Benjamin Swan, Sr. please come to the podium? You're right here. Benjamin Swan has provided conscientious stewardship as a Massachusetts state representative for 12 years, but his involvement in public service began over 40 years ago in the civil rights movement. Whether working at the national level or on Beacon Hill, he has maintained his connections and commitment to the people and neighborhoods of the city of Springfield. In every phase of his career, he has provided the passion and leadership necessary to progress. Westfield State College today presents Representative Benjamin Swan Sr. with the Doctor of Public Service degree in recognition of his lifelong dedication to social justice and to community. Representative Swan, Westfield State College is proud to present you with this citation signifying the honorary degree which we are about to bestow. And it says, "To all who may read this diploma, greetings. Benjamin Swan Sr., your influential work in the civil rights movement echoes throughout your 12 years of dynamic legislative leadership on behalf of Springfield communities. The eloquence of your commitment resonates in innovative alliances and initiatives, resounds in opportunity, education, and justice. Therefore, be it certified under the authority of the Board of Trustees and President that your achievements and contributions as civil rights pioneer and legislator fulfill the requirements prescribed by the college for the degree Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto at Westfield in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts this 20th day of May, 2006.
By the power vested in me as chair, the Westfield State College Board of Trustees hereby grants you, Benjamin Swan, the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa. Congratulations again.
Jean Jones Beard began her career as a licensed clinical social worker. She is inspired both by that professional experience and her personal life. Her own daughter, Ashley, is mentally ill. Today, Ms. Beard provides leadership for two foundations which advance the work of agencies and individuals dedicated to the advocacy for the mentally ill, the rights of women and girls, and the diversity of family life. The Westfield State College community has come to know Jean Beard through her involvement with and support of the Global Women's History Project, which embodies these causes, and we are grateful to her for her belief in the work of the project. Ms. Beard has shared her vision with us and with the world, both literally through her photo text exhibits and figuratively through the wide-reaching work of the Icarius Foundation and the Falcon Fund. Westfield State College today presents Jean Jones Beard with the Doctor of Public Service degree in recognition of her humanitarian efforts. Jean Jones Beard, Westfield State College is proud to present you with this citation signifying the honorary degree which we are about to bestow. To all who may read this diploma, greetings. Jean Jones Beard, your expertise, creativity, and resources weave ethical and cultural renewal into the fabric of our communities. In seeking to transform the social and legal status of women and girls, you frame a haven of hope for families worldwide where rights are respected and diversity is celebrated. Therefore, be it certified under the authority of the Board of Trustees and President that your achievements and contributions in social justice fulfill the requirements prescribed by the college for the degree Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto at Westfield in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts this 20th day of May, 2006.
By the power vested in me as chair, the Westfield State College Board of Trustees hereby grants you, Jean Jones Beard, the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa.
Would Stephanie DaCosta and Christine Miley of the class of 2006 please come to the podium? Normally, we present the President's Award to an individual who has completed all undergraduate academic work at Westfield State College with an outstanding cumulative academic record unsurpassed in the class. This year, the class of 2006, we have the extraordinary honor of recognizing two students who have achieved this superlative record. Stephanie DaCosta, with a double major in elementary education and liberal studies, and Christine Miley, with a double major in elementary education and psychology. Both are graduating with a 4.0 grade point average out of 4.0.
Each year, members of the faculty nominate, and the President and the Board of Trustees appoint selected, recently retired faculty to emeritus rank. Individuals who are so designated have taught at Westfield State College for at least 10 years and have a distinguished record of teaching, scholarship, and service. I ask that each emeritus faculty member stand as I read his or her name, and please hold all applause until I've read all the names. This year's newly appointed professors emeriti are Professor Russell Bellico, Economics and Management Department, Professor Robert Leon, English Department, Professor James Phillips, Biology Department, Professor Stephen Sossman, English Department, and Professor Travis Tatum, Education Department. Please join me in a round of applause.
Good afternoon. I'm Robert Hayes, Interim Associate Vice President of Graduate and Continuing Education. President Carwine and Trustee Niardi, I have the honor to present the following candidates for graduate degrees. Would the candidates for the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study in Educational Administration please rise? Would the candidates for the Master of Arts in English please rise? Would the candidates for the Master of Arts in Psychology please rise? Would the candidates for the Master of Science in Criminal Justice please rise? Would candidates for the Master of Education degrees please rise? These candidates have met the approved requirements for these degrees and have satisfied all other obligations to the college. I move, Trustee Nyardi, that you grant these students these certificates and graduate degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Chair of the Board of Trustees of Westfield State College, I hereby grant these students the certificates and graduate degree noted with all the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining to them. Congratulations.
Photographs are being taken of each graduate by a professional photographer. It is requested that guests please remain in their seats during the distribution of the degrees. Would all the certificate and advanced degree recipients please approach the platform from the outside? Names of graduates are being read by Marilyn Sandage and Sandra Berkowitz of the Division of Graduate and Continuing Education. Diploma covers are being distributed by Division of Graduate and Continuing Education students Shelby Lynn Merowitz and Janice Zepko.
Carol Rita LaPolice, Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study, School Principal.
Karen Joanne Tenney, Clinical Master of Education, Teacher of Reading.
Nancy Ross, Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study, School Principal.
Erin Elizabeth Fahey Carrier, Clinical Master of Education, School Principal.
Susan Grace St. John, Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study, School Principal.
Star Amber Hockenberry, Clinical Master of Education, Movement Science.
Sarah Elizabeth Fisher, Master of Education, Elementary Education.
Sigrid A. Stevens, Master of Arts, English.
Suzanne Elizabeth Lack, Master of Education, Elementary Education.
Katie Lynn Zupkowitz, Master of Arts, Psychology.
Stephanie Grace Walters, Master of Education, Elementary Education.
Amy Ann Koenig, Master of Arts, Psychology.
Glenn Edward Stewart, Master of Education, History.
Pamela Denise Lambert, Master of Arts, Psychology.
Amy Elizabeth Carithers, Master of Education, Reading Specialist.
Christopher A. Baker, Master of Science, Criminal Justice.
Janine Lee Iacolo, Master of Education, Reading Specialist.
Frank W. Batchelor, Jr., Master of Science, Criminal Justice.
Jill Eileen Brewer, Master of Education, Special Education.
Belinda Carroll, Master of Science, Criminal Justice.
Andrea Lee Larman, Master of Education, Special Education.
Kelly Carolyn Haggerty, Master of Science, Criminal Justice.
Antigone P. Zumakis, Master of Education, Special Education.
Diane Gay Johnson, Master of Science, Criminal Justice.
Nicole Matuski Walden, Master of Education, Special Education.
Edward Derek McGovern, Master of Science, Criminal Justice. Sherry Jennifer Menendez, Master of Science, Criminal Justice. John Scott Soares, Master of Science, Criminal Justice. Matthew Hayes Waugh, Master of Science, Criminal Justice.
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. I'm James Martin Rearman, Interim Dean of Education. Please be seated, you all are. Would the Bachelor of Science in Education degree candidates please rise? President Carwine and Trustee Nyardi, I have the honor of presenting to you the names of the students for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Education. They have met the approved requirements for this degree and have satisfied all obligations to this college. I move, Trustee Nyardi, that you grant these students the degree of Bachelor of Science in Education.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Westfield State College, I hereby grant these students the degree of Bachelor of Science in Education with all the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining to it. Congratulations.
Would the Bachelor of Science in Education degree recipients please approach the platform from the outside? Names of the graduates are being read by Dr. Martin Henley, Chair of the Education Department, and Dr. Trudy Knowles, Professor of Education. Diploma covers are being presented by the officers of the senior class.
Oh, okay.
Photographs are being taken of each graduate by a professional photographer. It is again requested that guests remain in their seats during the distribution of the degrees.
Amber Smith, Elementary Education.
John Kalarumakis, Elementary Education.
Stephanie Holloman, Special Ed Cum Laude.
Krista Genza.
Carrie Arasomantis, Elementary Ed, Magna Cum Laude.
Megan Brazil, Magna Cum Laude.
Kayla Armstrong, Elementary Ed.
Diane Poirier, Special Education.
Courtney Shores, Elementary Ed, Summa Cum Laude.
Amanda Wallace, Special Education.
Carrie Crowell, Elementary Education.
Caitlin Foster, Elementary Education, Magna Cum Laude.
Jennifer Lohmeyer, Elementary Education.
Sandoval. Andrea Sandoval, Special Education and Psychology. Oh.
Molly Claire Thompson, Elementary Education.
Ashley Brogan, Cum Laude.
Karen Watton, Elementary Education.
Catherine Hanks, Elementary Education.
Crystal Bunicki, Elementary Education.
Rachel Smolsky, Elementary Education, Summa Cum Laude.
Kathleen Smith, Elementary Education, Magna Cum Laude.
Anna Christine Leonardo, Elementary Education.
Bethany Wolfing, Summa Cum Laude.
Maura Callahan, Elementary Education.
Megan Reedy, Magna Cum Laude.
Joanne DuPont, Elementary Education.
Catherine Sullivan, Summa Cum Laude.
Kristen Hale, Elementary Education.
Jessica Plord, Magna Cum Laude.
Audrey LeBlanc, Elementary Education.
Nicole Rundle, Cum Laude.
Antonetta Leone, Elementary Education.
Monica Arce, Magna Cum Laude.
Shannon Duncan, Elementary Education.
Kristen Varley, Cum Laude.
Jessica Circosta Aspinall, Elementary Education.
Lauren Sipple, Cum Laude.
Aslan Kellogg, Elementary Education.
Stephanie Biella, Elementary Education.
Nicole Walters, Elementary Education, Magna Cum Laude.
Elizabeth Marquis, Elementary Education.
Michelle Eastman, Elementary Education.
Lauren Skinner, Elementary Education.
Kara Sullivan, elementary education.
Ashley Lynch, elementary education.
Tina Tatro, elementary education.
Amy Furtado, elementary education.
Brian Henderson, elementary education.
Tara Than, elementary education, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Curran, elementary education, magna cum laude.
Ashley Ingalls, elementary education, cum laude.
Jody Lucas, elementary education, magna cum laude.
Jessica Hart,
I can't read it.
elementary education, summa cum laude.
Peter Appleby, elementary education.
Julia Paoni, elementary education, cum laude.
Eileen Summer, elementary education.
Lane Meskovich, elementary education, summa cum laude.
Angela Thatcher, elementary education.
Janessa Carey, elementary education, summa cum laude.
Catherine Sweenard, elementary education.
Aaron Sweeney, elementary education, cum laude.
Jenna Dallaire, elementary education.
Jennifer Gensheimer, elementary education.
Melissa Meehan, elementary education.
Sarah Champagne, magna cum laude.
Kathleen McKee, elementary education, cum laude.
Amanda Fisk, elementary education, cum laude.
Jennifer Vaughn, elementary education, cum laude.
Nicole Ricciazzi, elementary education, cum laude.
Linda Kretschmar, elementary education, cum laude.
Jessica McDonald, elementary education.
Cheryl Nason, elementary education, summa cum laude.
Allison Beecher, elementary education, magna cum laude.
Sharon De Silva, elementary education, cum laude.
Jennifer Nieves, elementary education.
Caitlin Pive, elementary education, cum laude.
Amy Cerrone, elementary education, cum laude.
Melena Sebastio, elementary education, cum laude.
Maria Stenning, special education, magna cum laude.
Teresa Pellissier, elementary education, cum laude.
Katie Whalen, special education, cum laude.
Jennifer Barassa, elementary education.
Darlene Petrinsky, special education.
Angela Karshia, elementary education.
Alyssa Fontaine, special education.
Kelly Bishop, elementary education.
Donna Mell, elementary education.
Catherine Bennett, elementary education.
Danita Johnson, elementary education.
Leah Gobron, elementary education.
Jessica Langton, special education.
Thomas Rivet, occupational education.
Allison Long, special education.
Tina Mosier, special education, magna cum laude.
Lindsay Wilkinson, special education.
Pamela Parker, special education, summa cum laude.
Lauren Cordmanche, special education. Eileen Corrente, special education. Sarah Kraswowski, special education, cum laude.
Good day. I'm Robert Bristow, Interim Associate Vice President in Academic Affairs. Would the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise? President Carwine, Trustee Niardi, I have the honor of presenting the names of the students for the degrees of Bachelor of Science. They have met the approved requirements for the degree and have satisfied all obligations to this college. I move, Trustee Niardi, that you grant these students the degree of Bachelor of Science.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Westfield State College, I hereby grant these students the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining to it. Congratulations.
Photographs are being taken of the graduates by a professional photographer. It is again requested that guests please remain in their seats during the distribution of grades or degrees. Would the Bachelor of Science degree recipients please approach the platform from the outside ramps? The names of the graduates are being read by the chairs and faculty members of their host departments, and diploma covers are being presented by the senior class officers. Representing the biology department will be the department chair, Professor Doe, and Professor Darling.
Okay. Brian Tower.
Brian Sicarello.
Rachel Sweeney.
Jessica DeLuca.
Pamela Butler.
Marissa Zaluka, magna
Jo-
cum laude.
John McLaughlin.
Gail Cohen, summa cum laude.
Melissa Benoit, cum laude.
Sarah Plass.
Elizabeth Joyce Crickus, magna cum laude. Jessica Branchard. That's it.
Jim, can you handle it? For business management, Professor Maggio and Jim Martin Merriman, the Dean of Education.
Tanya Shaluk.
Rosaria Hayward. I'll say it in a minute. Yep. Magna cum laude. Got it.
Michael Diatoliva, summa cum laude.
Omar Jara.
William Magdalensky.
Andrew Smith.
Stacy Kowalczyk.
Kata Kaler Rice.
Amy Perez.
Lindsay Michelle Santinelli.
Catherine Pila.
Kara Delova.
Leslie Toper.
Cum laude. Courtney Atherton, cum laude.
Christopher Toper.
Luke Volstek, cum laude.
Franco Pellegrini.
Nicole Lucier.
Brian Moore.
Kirsten Carbonneau.
Crystal Seidel.
Jeffrey Tripp.
Aaron Tauscher.
Patrick Andrus.
Jason Crass.
Brian Bailey.
Eric Sealander, cum laude.
Daniel Mayu.
Paul Prokop, cum laude.
Daniel Kalela.
Christina Harris, cum laude.
Matthew Rivest.
Matthew Larrabee.
Jeremy Lavertu.
Daniel Mange.
Sean O'Connell.
Kristen Doherty.
Daniel Ciano.
Stephen Senegal.
Mary Young.
Faustina Davis.
Catherine King.
Douglas Wise.
Sean Cornell.
Jessica Meehan, cum laude.
Emily Beer.
Lori Helpy.
Amy Moreau. Cum laude.
Adam Rovithis, cum laude.
Diane Sirocco, cum laude.
Michael Rosenkrantz.
Carly Schubert.
Adam Green.
William Campbell.
Matthew Kelly. John Phillips.
Adam Crawford.
Adam Tabaka, magna cum laude.
Shamira Glass.
Jennifer Sklar.
Brendan Hunt.
Brenna Talbot.
Justin Trenchard.
Christopher Prue, cum laude.
John DeShane, cum laude.
Alan Donnelly.
Jason Green, magna cum laude.
Patrick Towner, cum laude.
Stephen Shabelli.
Julie Romano.
Daniel Richton, cum laude.
Mark McGuire.
Jason Ellis.
Ryan Gardner.
Mohammed Tariq Faridi.
Lindsay Call.
Zareda Fontanez.
Nan Lau.
Oakley Comrie.
Stephen Monaco.
Olina Semenitz.
Lucas Gonzalez.
Magna cum laude. Letitia Murphy.
Michael Dudley.
Bobby Yarney.
Thomas Clinch.
Jamar Croxon.
Robert Cleary.
James Ogbunizi.
Matthew Paquette, summa cum laude.
Anthony Anselmi, cum laude.
For the computer science department, the names are being read by Professor Griffith and Professor Ferris.
Mason Wood, cum laude.
Andrew Huffman.
Andrew Katapias, summa cum laude.
Joseph Anselmi.
Momo Kamara.
Sebastian Napolitano.
Guido De Silva.
Jason DePremio.
Andre McMillan.
Charles LaRocca.
Dennis Torito.
Thomas Lohr, cum laude.
Brian Kennedy.
Joshua Heyman.
Jacob Bell, summa cum laude.
Representing the Department of Criminal Justice will be Professors Kudlak and Roscoe.
Bianca Delgado.
Carly Haas.
Sarah Vargas.
Sarah Zernak.
Michelle Pear.
Timothy Barrett, cum laude.
Joseph Swolowski. cum
Lisa
laude.
Brainerd.
Vanessa Rankin.
Timothy Dixon.
Gregory Bennett.
Michael Murphy.
Chad Mathis.
Robert Layler.
Gary Quinn.
Paul Clifford.
Brian Mulvey.
Andrea Kate.
James Powers.
Megan Bork.
Kevin Hall.
Carl Bergstrom.
Michael Rossi.
Michael Mullen, magna cum laude.
Pettigay Ewens Grant, cum laude.
Matthew Copeland.
Allison Walsh, cum laude.
Nicholas Parada.
Sarah Valiente.
Jesse Marinac.
Stacy Pautis.
Mark Munir.
Alicia Powers.
Michael Slachka, magna cum laude.
Michael Jones.
Michael Huey.
Kevin Livingston, cum laude.
D. Sterling Osborne.
Dorothy Beban.
Thomas Harrison, cum laude.
Jennifer Houlihan.
Christopher Cullivan.
Amber Fiol.
Dustin Driscoll.
Marcia Gadsden.
Elizabeth P. Pompanidis.
Shayla Scruggs.
Shannon Murphy.
Avelis Fernandez.
Lindsay D'Angelo.
John Murphy.
Joseph Leone.
Chad Grosjean.
Chad Cronin, cum laude.
Todd Peralt, cum laude.
Michael Gillino.
William Monsey.
Matthew Costas.
Michael McCarthy, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Riddell.
Lauren O'Hallahan.
Timothy Rapucci.
Megan Haynes.
David Carney.
Robert Terrell.
Chris Gustafson.
Frederick Malloy.
Brian Bounza, cum laude.
Caitlin Haw.
Joseph Stroganoff.
John McMahon.
Andrew Zimbaldi.
Justin Raposa.
Philip Partry.
Connor Farrell.
Daniel Smith.
Alexander Davis, cum laude.
Andrew Thomas.
Christopher Meyer, cum laude.
Michael Williams, summa cum laude.
John Walsh, cum laude.
Tyson DeLong.
Michael Callell.
Ramon Lorenzo.
Michelle Matson.
Charles Monfeet.
Patrick Moody, cum laude.
Dana Taransky.
Nathan Keller.
Justin Sargent.
Adam Carlotto.
Douglas Grout.
Brendan O'Hearn, cum laude.
Stanley Powell.
Brad Vivore.
Kevin Laram, cum laude.
William Clark, William Clark, cum laude.
Matthew Dissel.
Kimberly Headley, cum laude.
Timothy Flanagan.
Wayne Browning.
Joseph Tomasini.
Dennis Griswold.
Jacqueline Vautour.
Timothy Richmond.
Crystal Corza.
Joseph Bowden.
Nicolette Crow.
Thomas Rock.
Sophia Pizza.
Mark DeGravio.
Chandra Harney.
Anthony DePoli.
Jennifer Granger, magna cum laude.
Kenneth Kirshner.
Jillian Gilman, summa cum laude.
Ashley Mikowski, cum laude.
Marcy Coogan.
Amy Shaughnessy.
Renata Dorisiak, cum laude.
Megan Bagby, cum laude.
Christopher Grabowski.
Katrina Quinn.
Janale Warman.
Jeffrey Surratt, summa cum laude.
Marcus Starks, cum laude.
Okay.
Daniel Kudla. Charlie Olivia. Nicholas Naglieri. Bernard Barrett. Dana Scola. Michael Jurakowski. David Kibbe.
They're still doing criminal justice.
Adam Freak.
Representing general science major will be the chair, Michael Young.
Dina Welch, cum laude. Thomas Dearborn, summa cum laude.
I get some real deck time up here.
Yes, you do. Boy, was that girl awesome singing the national anthem. Yeah, she is.
For the Movement Science Department, the chair, David Lang and Teresa Fitz.
Amy Eisenman, magna cum laude.
Shannon McMahon.
Katie Schultz, magna cum laude.
Daniel Bramley.
Allison Vaness.
Michelle Bai.
Lindsay Jazurski.
Michael Rohr, magna cum laude.
Michael Bostwick, summa cum laude.
Lindsay Bartos, cum laude.
Allison Jubritz.
Heather Wenninger.
Ilana Michelle Walovich.
Brian Jones.
Ian Braithwaite, magna cum laude.
Mark Yoshis.
Kristen Wilson.
John Martin, cum laude.
Adam Lapon.
Drew Galaska, cum laude.
Kayla Banasek.
Patrick Paget.
I always called him Paget.
Representing the Department of Geography and Regional Planning is the chair, Professor Stephanie Kelly.
Joelle Hibbert, Regional Planning. All right. Rachel Kelly. Shelley Stark. Candace McDonald. Stephanie Smith, magna cum laude. Adam Mancini. Frankie Judd. Brian Grady, magna cum laude. Sarah Zingarelli. Ryan Wingirter. Jeffrey Stewart, summa cum laude.
For the Environmental Science major, Professor Michael Vorwick.
Darren Girton. Justin Rosinski. Colleen McInerney. Craig Skrabisky. John Kennedy.
Would the Bachelor of Arts candidates please rise? President Carwine and Trustee Niardi, I have the honor to present the names of the students for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. They have met the approved requirements for this degree and have satisfied all other obligations to this college. I move, Trustee Niardi, that you grant these students the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority vested in me by the Chair of the Board of Trustees of Westfield State College, I hereby grant these students the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining to it. Congratulations.
Would the Bachelor of Art degree recipients please approach the platform from the outside? The names of the graduates are being read by the chairs and faculty of the host departments, and diploma certificate covers will be presented by the senior class officers. Representing the art department will be Professor Jamie Wainwright.
Daniel Vincent, cum laude.
Nicholas Levang, Art, Joshua Labar, Adam Katz, Carolyn Shannon, magna cum laude, Lauren Maglini, cum laude, sorry, Jillian Faciano, Art, Amanda Paquette, magna cum laude, Jennifer Rosendale, magna cum laude, Lynette Leonard,
For the economics degree, the names will be read by Professor Masterson.
Jeffrey Crocker, cum laude.
Lawrence Penta, cum laude.
Megan McCarthy, summa cum laude.
Derek Cassell.
Andrew Craven.
Amanda Bouchard, summa cum laude.
James Fennelly.
Representing the Department of English will be the chair, Professor Brewster, and Sabina Klein.
Richard Senecal.
Denise Nichols, summa cum laude.
Danielle Johnson, cum laude.
Joellen Mitchell, magna cum laude.
Cassandra Gagnon, cum laude.
Megan Peters, cum laude.
Amanda Chapin, magna cum laude.
Christopher Strikars.
Keith Woodman.
Macrina Cunningham, cum laude.
Gracie Jones.
Sarah Perkins, cum laude.
Stephen Brousseau, magna cum laude.
Amanda Saltmarsh.
Colleen Wimberly, cum laude.
Sharon Nieves.
Jolene Wagner, cum laude.
Laura LaBranche.
Jessica Ulmer, cum laude.
Brian O'Connor, summa cum laude.
Megan Short. Lindsay Holland, cum laude. Richard, am I done?
No.
Keep going. Richard Magner, cum laude. Timothy Lefebvre, magna cum laude.
For the Department of History will be, the students' names will be read by Professor Koenig, chair of the department, and Professor Abati.
Rebecca Bardsley.
Daniel Kinney.
Amanda Grenier.
William Midwood.
Julie Roy.
Michael Follis.
Andrew Lamar, cum laude.
Raymond Miner.
Seth Roberts.
Eric Ferreira.
Brandon Watroba, magna
Michael-
cum laude.
Michael Texera.
Katie Boulay.
David Howver, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Smigelski.
Dominic Papil, cum laude.
Julian Sliva.
Kimberly Smith, summa cum laude.
Kirsten Miller.
Kaylin Costello, summa cum laude.
Sarah Raymond.
Christina Hanks, cum laude.
Christopher Seymour.
Eileen McLaughlin, magna cum laude.
Alexander Trasco, summa cum laude.
David Beauregard.
David Padjo, magna cum laude.
Colleen Harrigan.
Jason Lovett, cum laude.
Kaylin Conti.
Caitlin Welts, cum laude.
For the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies, the names will be read by Dr. Carlton Pickron and Dr. Susan Quant.
Amanda Hemingway.
Jennifer Orenstein.
Thomas Denton.
Kristen Owens.
Jessica Johnson.
Deborah Wyand, cum laude.
Rebecca Smith.
Bethany Persing.
Elizabeth Ekin.
Emily Pena.
Alex Napoleon.
Dinera Fernandez.
Jeffrey Sombrowski, cum laude.
Haiti Urena.
Ryan Bovenet.
Brian Christopher Lee Bailey.
Amy D. Benedictus.
Kimberly Hickson.
Kimberly Dexter.
Mary McCormick, cum laude.
Matthew Mosier.
Mirta Quiroz.
Ryan Shimon.
Michelle Regan.
Eric Kelly.
Elizabeth Evans.
Luke Jenny.
Adam Sorrentino.
Tracy Sheets.
Erin Bateson. Evan Harity. Andre Almeida. Thomas Robertson. David Richardson.
For the Department of Communication, the names will be read by the chair, Professor Maddie Cahill, and Professor Don Treadwell.
Okay. Michael Sullivan, cum laude.
Lindsay Vale.
Kyle Reyes, magna cum laude.
Peter Salomon.
Jeremy Clement, summa cum laude.
Linda Barthel.
Vanessa Morton.
Peter Charpentier.
Heather Parker.
Jeremy Lamb.
Kathleen Cat Brownlee.
Adam Hughes.
Amber Dupere.
Michael Nose.
Melissa Cabot.
Anthony Callahan.
Trinidad Melhorn.
Patrick Steen.
Caitlin Ryan.
Michael Hill.
Jessica Kading, summa cum laude.
Lisa Rochella.
Maureen Pesanovsky, summa cum laude.
Melissa Inyani.
Chloe Johnson.
Kristen Garand.
Sarah Kaufman.
Shane Sudol.
Denise Bradway.
Rachel Murphy.
Jessica Babinski.
Marianne Devine.
Kyle Lawson.
Beth Ann Grasser.
Sarah Almeida.
Thomas Lehman.
Matthew Burnett, cum laude.
Melissa Coterio, cum laude.
Stephanie Collins.
Shannon Wilger.
Haley Payton, magna cum laude.
Brenna Rushala, cum laude.
Heather O'Brien.
Christine Krupa, cum laude.
Kelly Packard, cum laude.
Kristen Esposito.
Mark Griffin.
Jennifer Wise, cum laude.
Evan Halloran.
Jennifer Mueller.
Brian Aldred.
Christine Dodge.
Christopher Driscoll, cum laude.
Jessica Giancola, cum laude.
Brandon Houlihan.
Allison Haskins.
Bevan Goodness, summa cum laude.
William French.
Jocelyn Cody.
Carl Konopka, cum laude.
Catherine Effler.
Jonathan Kokoska.
Jessica Manoray.
Casey Joyce.
Naya Johnson, cum laude.
Ross Collins.
Crystal Cooley.
All right.
Jason Young, magna cum laude. Olivia Parziali. Colleen Lennon. Christian Minnick.
Representing the Department of Mathematics will be Professors Floron and Welsh.
Jennifer King.
Billy Jackson.
Shannon Niemer.
Mark Green.
Nicole Mercier, magna cum laude.
Ryan Hackett.
Kristen Johnson, magna cum laude.
Lindsay Kroc.
Maria Bowden, cum laude.
Heather DeWolf, summa cum laude.
For their Bachelor of Arts in Music, the names will be read by Professor Bonacci. And joined by Professor Personen.
Diana Farrell, cum laude.
Patrick Lanham.
James Farrow.
Brian Hicks.
Simon Harding.
Ashley Dustin, cum laude.
Christina Green.
Elizabeth Hayes.
For the Department of the Political Science, the names will be read by the chair, Professor Phil Sampini.
James Urban. Rebecca Oliver, cum laude. Whoa. Kristen Dunn, summa cum laude. Nicole View. Marie Chandler.
Representing the Department of Psychology will be the chair, Professor Jack Speiler, and Professor Sienna Boyce.
Adam Prunty, magna cum laude.
Danielle Giroux, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Gray, cum laude.
Lauren McDermott, magna cum laude.
Courtney Bergstrom, cum laude.
Molly Dronen.
Melissa Foley.
Amy Santum, magna cum laude.
Nicole D'Angelo.
Kristen Carey, summa cum laude.
Erica LaBelle.
Jessica Chiaretto, summa cum laude.
Laura Zanowski.
Gina Violante, cum laude.
Caitlin Bates, magna cum laude.
Bethany Zanin, cum laude.
Stephanie Garski.
Natalie Ryan, magna cum laude.
Michelle Rizek.
Lena Pietrinero, cum
Ann,
laude.
Ann Seabury, cum laude.
Christy DeRoy.
Danielle Miminini.
Caitlin Sheehan.
Leanne Loth.
Michelle Gamouche, cum laude.
Andrea Burzamati, cum laude.
Kelly Merrick, cum laude.
Crystal Ann Slowey.
Jessica Susick.
Monica Laterno, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Torres.
Jessica Fahey.
Unique Whittingham.
Courtney Doherty.
Jessica Giannoni,
Kelly,
cum laude.
Kelly Springham.
Anna Clark, cum laude.
Kate Simons, cum laude.
Mary Ellen Scott.
Ellison Skiba, cum laude.
Carrie Donovan.
Megan Shannon.
Jacqueline Casserly.
Melissa Ann Upperly.
Pamela Bidwell.
Andrea Banis.
Bohadana Kabushka.
Jennifer Stryer.
Jacqueline Hesser.
Chelsea Mole.
Dominique Chapman.
Mary McAleer, magna cum laude.
Courtney Pearson.
Shelley Moharan.
Alicia Tyrrell, cum laude.
Ethan Kane.
Lisa Gouet.
Gerald Denti.
Wanda Evelise Torres.
Christopher Sorrell.
Ivalis Pedro.
Christopher Brown.
Salwa Abdu.
Alyssa Snelson, cum laude. Laura Jackson, magna cum laude. Robert Schoen. Matthew Leone, cum laude.
Representing the Department of Sociology and Social Work will be Professor Kirsting and Mangalicio.
Aubrey Murdoch.
That's it.
Kirsten Drango.
Nora Warfield.
Joseph Lewis.
Jenna Monaco, cum laude.
Lacey McKinnon.
Elizabeth Hogan.
Rebecca Levine.
Sherry Gerard.
Joshua Carrick.
Jeffrey Germain. Kim Hajewski. Melissa Mahusky, summa cum laude. Nicole Bassett, cum laude. Christine Schilling. Sabrina Stiles. Deborah Lucy. Tammy Goodrich Lesko. Christine Longley, summa cum laude. June Jones. Deborah Rodriguez. Gianna Perez. Maria Lewis. Patrick Carney.
Good afternoon. My name is Arthur Jackson, Vice President for Student Affairs. The class officers and other honored degree recipients will now receive their degrees. Diploma covers will be presented by the advisors to the class of 2006, Ms. Barbara Hand of the Student Government Association and Ms. Emily Gibbons of the Office of Admissions. Would the degree recipients please enter the platform to my right? Representing graduate students in the Division of Graduate and Continuing Education is Shelby Lynn Merowitz, Master of Education in Early Childhood. Should be over there with the forms. Representing undergraduate students in the Division of Graduate and Continuing Education is Janet Zepko, Bachelor of Science in Biology, summa cum laude. The President Award winners are Stephanie DaCosta, representative to the Alumni Association, Bachelor of Science in Education, summa cum laude, and Christine Mealy, representative to the Student Government Association, Bachelor of Science in Education, summa cum laude. The student trustee, Stephen C. Sawyer, Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics and Economics, summa cum laude. The class publicity coordinator, Erin Palmer, Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies. The class historian, Emily Ranson, Bachelor of Arts in English and Mass Communication. Representative to the Student Government Association, Alana Marie Signor, Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication, cum laude. Representative to the Student Government Association, William Edward Bennett IV, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, magna cum laude. Representative to the Student Government Association, Danielle L. Dillard, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. The class secretary, Sherry Thresher, Bachelor of Science in Education. The class treasurer, Edward Francis Paris, Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication, magna cum laude. The class vice president and SGA president, Matthew Addison Curran, Bachelor of Science in Movement Science, cum laude. And the president of the class of 2006, Michael Lauer, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Class of 2006, good luck and bless you all.
And now, with the audience, please rise and join Diana Farrell and the class of 2006 in singing the Westfield State Alma Mater. And please remain standing for the remainder of the ceremony.
Would the audience please remain in their seats until the recession of graduates is complete? A reception will immediately follow the conclusion of these ceremonies in the dining commons. Ladies and gentlemen, the 167th commencement exercises of Westfield State College are now completed.